Hey!
Hi everyone!
Everybody!
Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to today's live stream.
Welcome everyone. I see there are a lot of people in the chat already asking some questions. How's everybody doing?
Why only 5 views? Because you guys ain't viewing enough. Do more! No,
not enough
just kidding.
people on TikTok.
Welcome. We hope everybody's doing well. We hope everybody's having a good time. And thank you for joining us today.
Matt John from TikTok is asking portable monitor, eh?
Yeah, I had to rename because it's like TikTok only gets really short titles and stuff like that. So I had to. It isn't when productivity meets mobility. That was too long. So I made it a portable monitor, which that's kind of the gist of it. Yeah. Anyway, what are we talking about today?
Today we're going to talk about a portable monitor which is aimed at professionals and...
Oh, is that my Coke?
Yeah,
gimme.
Take it.
Damn it.
Which is aimed at professionals and content creators. What's the benefit of having
Philip, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. I mean, you're ruining the whole stream if we're going to answer that now, because then nobody has any reason to watch the rest, right? So settle down.
No, we're not sponsored by Coke yet.
But we do appreciate the questions. We do.
But yeah, this is a portable monitor, one of our newer products. And
what's the laptop doing in front of you? Can you close that lid?
Oh yeah.
Yes, because people probably think it's that, is it? But that's a laptop. That's actually not what we're talking about today.
Wait. Let me put it here.
Yes.
So today we're going to talk about the Pro MP161 E2. And the E2 stands for Edition 2 because we've had a previous model, but we've tweaked it a little bit to make it better for the end users. And the difference in general is that, for example, we made the adapters hooked, which is it helps in how you can set your portable monitor on your desk. You'll see less cables.
What do you mean hooked? You mean 90 degrees angled?
Excuse me?
What does hooked mean?
Oh, it's in a 90-degree angle.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
Just wanted to, because I thought maybe I'm misunderstanding here, but...
No. So, I will unbox it first, and then I'll tell you all about it. So we just also decided to use a full environmentally friendly package because we want to save the planet.
Well, at least we don't want to add unnecessarily to
we don't want
destroying
to use
it.
unnecessary plastic unless we have to. And with a portable monitor of this size, there's not really like a good reason to add unnecessary plastic.
No, we're not giving away the laptop, Seskoist. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if we were giving it away, I wish I could enter as well.
Yeah.
So this is a laptop. This is the portable screen.
This is getting better and better. It's not just a monitor. No, I'm just kidding.
So this is the portable monitor. You'll get a nice cover with it. This cover is
Giving away that can of cola?
Oh yeah, we could.
By the time it gets to you, I don't think it's that good anymore.
But it's quite sturdy for the protection of the monitor.
Yes.
If you can zoom in a little bit, I can show you the monitor. It's an IPS panel. It's,
as you can see, non-reflective, pretty much, or matte finish.
And the good thing is that you have a stand in the back,
hey.
So you can just place it anywhere you want.
Yep.
But you can also twist it, and you can use it in portrait mode. Oh.
Damn.
Oh, it's a little bit. Here, wait.
Wow. That's nice.
Oh.
I like
this. Oh wait. Here, like this. So there are some people, especially I think people that do coding, they would definitely like this.
Or streamers.
Or if you use Excel and you have like a huge list.
The chat, right? Well, I could use this. You could use this to see the chat there.
Yeah.
Would be a perfect scenario actually.
Mm-hmm. And the good thing is that we added a 1/4 screw hole that you can find in those
mounting for cameras, right?
So that you can actually use it as like a sort of preview when you use the camera. So this is also perfect for users that create videos It's not Visa. It's not Visa mounted.
No.
Yeah, you can use
It's
it
more
on
like a tripod mount. Yeah,
John.
a friend, Matt John friend.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it's perfect if you
Sold!
Like,
Oh, nice. Yeah, see? Yeah, but it's like a standard sized screw hole indeed. So that's, yeah.
maybe it would be good. So Homeless PhD from Twitter X
Yeah.
says that maybe it would be good to add some strong magnet back there on a monitor so it can be attached to any metal spot.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a. It could be wrong here, but isn't that what Apple calls MagSafe? And it could be a copyrighted thing there?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but it could be.
I think it is called MagSafe. And
Yeah.
the thing is, this is meant as a budget type monitor. So
Yeah,
cost-
Ethan is already asking also on TikTok, what's the cost? I think we'll get to that.
the
It's always
MSR
difficult because it depends on the country, the VAT, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. But yeah.
But in our country, like in the Netherlands, it would be the MSRP would be 179, so 179 euros. And this can differ per country, of course.
Yeah. Vinny does tech. I think we will get to the actual
Yeah, I'll get to
specifications a bit
this.
later. So
Yeah.
if you stick around, you'll find out what the refresh rate is.
The thing is, if you, yeah, I mean, you can always do some tweaking a little bit yourself. You can put like a magnet and you can glue it or use double-sided tape. And then
Yeah.
you can make your own magnetized
I'm
monitor.
not sure. Like what
If you
I
really
remember,
want to.
like using magnets with CRT monitors. Yes, I'm that old.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was a bad idea
That
because
was-
it would
that was a
actually
bad
like
idea.
distort the image. I'm not sure if like we're using a magnet on something like that, if that's actually harmful for the product.
it's
I
not.
don't know.
No,
Usually
I
I tend to keep magnets away from electronics just out of sheer principle, but I don't know.
I actually asked if a magnet would destroy this because one of the ideas of mine was to add a magnet to this, and I asked to be sure if it works. So no, it would not destroy it actually.
Okay.
Because
Fair enough.
the materials inside the screen, they will not get distorted because of the magnet. So
No, not distorted, but like there are like metal objects in there, right? That could be potentially afflicted or affected by the magnetic force. I have no idea what that would be. But yeah, you can call it a MacGyver safe mount. Yeah, correct. I like it.
But inside the box, of course, you get a USB-C to USB-C
I am
cable.
boxer saying I still wouldn't trust it if they said it's okay. I honestly, I wouldn't feel too comfortable doing it either, but that's just because like magnets and electronics, it's like, especially when they're
It
that
makes you
thin, it's
think,
like,
yeah.
I don't know.
It makes you think if it's.
It just
if
makes
it's a
me
good
feel like
idea.
it would do something bad to it later on, like maybe it would destroy it very, like at a slow pace or something. I don't know. It just doesn't sit well with me.
So you get a USB-C cable with the
Yeah, shall we zoom in?
hooked
Yes.
90 degrees adapter, as you can see.
Nice.
So this is perfect for, well, the previous one had just a standard one
Straight,
on both
yeah.
ends. And there were some people that were not happy with it, which I can understand. So to make this monitor also compatible to like older laptops that do not have USB, what you would call USB 3.2 nowadays, but the speed it needs to have is 5 gigabit, and but like older laptops don't really have that. So to make sure that it is compatible with those those laptops as well, we also have a mini HDMI to HDMI. So the HDMI would go into your laptop, and then the hooked mini HDMI, as you can see, would go into the screen.
Please use the word angled instead of hooked. I get
right,
a
yeah,
different image with hooked, honestly.
Oh yeah, angled.
Like
Let's call it
it's
angled.
good. It's good if somebody is hooked, obviously. But by the way, Vinny does tech. Thank you. That's actually a really big compliment. He says on TikTok, he says, "I can't tell if the background is a green screen or real." Thank you. That's actually a pretty good. Yeah.
Just imagine it as being real.
It's very real. Yeah. I'm sure it exists somewhere.
Theo Mayo is asking, is it a touch monitor? No, it's not a touch monitor.
No. It's just
And
a monitor.
nice to see you again.
Yes.
I told you last week that I was going to stream, and you're here.
There
so
you go.
I'm happy.
Yay.
So before I show how this monitor can be used, I'll be showing you a little bit. Well, I'm going to show you a PowerPoint presentation.
Should we maybe also say that we have a giveaway this live stream?
Yeah.
We're almost forgetting it. Yeah, over Mankit's shoulder. There you can see it.
Steam giveaway.
Yes, Steam Wallet giveaway. As always, well, as always, we have a giveaway, but it's Steam Wallet. So we will draw multiple winners during the live stream, indeed. So yeah, if you want to win, you can go over to msi.com/2/insider, as what it says there. Or I believe there should be a link. Actually, I'm not sure. Wait.
Oh,
is the bot active?
No, I don't think so.
Uh-oh. Did somebody forget? Let me see if I can do it from here. Okay, you continue then, because I'll try to sort this out.
So let me turn on the laptop so I can show you guys. Let's see. Could you switch to my PPT?
Yes.
So this is the Pro MP161 E2. So one of our main purposes is that you can bring it anywhere, whenever you want, whenever you want. And there are some people that are scared that you might break the screen because it's thin. This monitor is like really thin, really light as well. So if you put it in your backpack, it's barely noticeable that it's actually there inside of it. But to make sure that it is protected, we actually added this cover, which I showed you before. And it's actually really thick. So I think it's actually protected quite well. So there are 3 ways that you can actually mount this. And as already said before, you can use a 1/4 tripod socket, tripod to actually hook it up. And the screw is actually all the way here in the back. Here in, like, there's a small hole here.
We can, just give me a moment. Here we go.
So there's like a small hole here where you can actually attach the tripod to.
I see there's like a plastic cover there.
Yeah, I wanted to, like, when I unpack any, like when I unbox something, I always want to do it with the viewers.
Yes.
So I don't touch it yet.
There you go.
So we're gonna put it back here. So there are many use cases for this. And one of the use cases is that you can use this as like a preview for your photo camera, because nowadays, especially with the rise of like video content, having a preview of what you're filming would be so nice to see, because if you see that something is already not correct, right when you're filming, you will waste less time, you can correct it right away, and bam, you just save time and money. But there are also people that work with, for example, codes, or they work with Excel a lot, where they have like a large list of, wait, there's a question.
Yeah, Umut, we'll get to that as well. Yeah, it does need power, but we will get to that.
It does need power, yeah.
Don't worry.
And I mean,
question.
so we already have 3 different names for this already. So an L-shaped cable, or an angled adapter, or a hooked adapter, or a 90 degrees.
I would say angled is probably the most used, at least in my experience. But L-shaped, sure, that could work.
I can see the resemblance with an L.
Yep.
But yes, so as I showed before, we have a mini HDMI to HDMI to make sure it's compatible with older laptops, because we would not want you to have to like purchase like an adapter just so you can make use of the screen, or that you have to have a laptop, like a high-end laptop with Thunderbolt or USB Gen 3. So to make sure that it works on older laptops, we added this cable. But also we have a USB Type-C to C for those that can actually support USB-C on their machines. And one cool thing about it is that you can actually hook your mobile phone to the screen as well.
Yeah, or tablets, but yeah, mobile devices.
Or tablets as well, yeah. Or you can use two, one on HDMI and one on USB-C. It's correct. I mean, this screen also has power delivery. Although it's 15 watts, it can still charge. For example, I have a QB here.
Mm-hmm.
It can actually power this QB because the QB doesn't. If I remember, the TDP of this QB is about 10. Not sure. I have to check the specifics for this QB.
Yeah.
But there are some smaller computers that actually use such amounts of wattages for the parts, and this way you can actually power another machine just by using the monitor, which is perfect if you want to bring less cables. So we have an ultra slim design, which makes it easier for you to bring it with you everywhere. So if you want to bring it to work, if you want to work when you're on the go inside a train, or if it's also like perfect to actually use as a way to present something to a client. For example, you just turn it over to another side, and then boom, they can see what you're seeing. Instead of like twisting like a whole monitor, this is just really user friendly. So these are our main selling points. Of course, it's an IPS panel, and the reason we went with an IPS panel is because when you're presenting something to a client or a customer, you want them to be able to see everything from every angle, and IPS panels allows you to view everything from a 178-degree angle. So that's actually perfect, because, for example, if I were to put this screen on an angle that is not like directly in front of me, so that the other person, like for example my customer or client, can see it.
I mean, like,
for example,
turn it towards me. Like act like I'm like, okay, I can't view your monitor, but then you can just say, right, okay, let's.
Yeah, but if I look at it from here, from this angle, I can still see everything because of the IPS panel, and that's the difference. That's the reason why we went with an IPS.
Well, because it's going to be used on the go, presumably, right? It's a portable monitor, so either you're using it in a fixed setting, in which case, well, I mean, IPS is a nice bonus, but it's not that necessarily that good, or an immediate benefit. But it's still, it's always a nice thing. And like I said, you know, most people will be using it for like you said, coding, chat, maybe some extra content on the side, but you're unlikely to use it as your main monitor, at least in a fixed setup. But if you're using it on the go, it's always better to make sure that indeed people can see it, can have a good view of the content from pretty much any angle, so that, you know, it doesn't matter. You don't have to perfectly have it rotated in their direction, but they can pretty much see everything. Fiomeo was asking, is it also compatible with the GoPro camera? I'm not sure actually. I don't know if the GoPro can do like a live feed to a monitor.
It depends firstly on what USB gen the GoPro has, and then also can your GoPro actually give enough wattages to the screen itself. So there was a question, what is the power source? Well, the power source is actually the machine that you're using. So it can be either a laptop or a smartphone or a camera, or a handheld, and anything that can actually deliver.
Could be a power bank, could be like a power brick,
perfect.
Anything. Will my laptop provide enough power to monitor? Well, that's why, and I'm not sure if it will be displayed later on in this presentation because I haven't seen the slides, but you need to make sure that you have a certain version of USB, which, I mean, the naming of USB is confusing enough as it is. But yeah, it used to be called USB 3.0. Then it used to be called 3.1. And now I believe it's called 3.2 Gen 1 by 1.
Yeah.
But at least if it's, and that's why Manket said earlier indeed, if it's 5 gigabit per second or faster, you probably have the right version, because that's pretty much where it starts, the USB 3.2 Gen 1 times 1.
And I'm pretty sure there are some Apple users here. Pretty sure. No, it does not work with an iPhone, and it's not because the monitor does not support that. It's because the Apple cable does not support that. So the Lightning cable of an Apple iPhone does not give a video signal. So that's why you can't connect it with the monitor, and you would need something like an adapter for it to work, which is probably possible. I mean, you can possibly get one, but we wanted to make it user-friendly as it is, without you having to purchase anything else, if possible.
I mean, I wouldn't say Apple is trash. It has its qualities, obviously. Otherwise, people wouldn't be buying it. I'm not an Apple user myself, but
I am.
but then again, I mean, Apple is something that that's why you would choose, for example, PC or Android or whatever over Apple, because it has a lot more possibilities. You might need to do a little bit more yourself to get things working sometimes, but at least it's not as locked down. So Apple is indeed very narrow, like, okay, this is what we allow, and that should work quite well out of the box. But if you want to do anything else outside of it, then hey, bad luck, right? If they don't support it, then they don't support it. There's no way to get it working, pretty much. But so that's why indeed you choose things like Windows or your own system, Linux, whatever. It just offers a lot more possibilities.
Yeah. So, as we all know, when you go outside...
Wait, you go outside?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, God.
Sadly.
I did that once. That was terrible. The graphics were bad. Like, I don't think they support DLSS or RTX, honestly.
But what's
anyway,
okay.
Just kidding.
But to make sure that users also do not get tired of looking at a screen all day, we have something that's called Eyes Ergo, which is like a group name. It's a name for all of these functions that are good for your eyes, and one of these functions is, for example, anti-flicker, which is certified by the Tough Rhineland society. Well, society.
TUV, yeah.
TUV Rhineland.
I mean, they're tough. Probably,
yeah, they're tough, but we passed it. We are tough
exactly. Tough
certified.
test. That's how you get tough certified, guys. No, TUV.
But one quick question: do newer gaming monitors still have AC adapters on them? It depends. It depends per monitor. Some of them require a lot of juice, I would say, and some of them.
Well, gaming monitors, yeah. I mean, again, like some of them get plugged in directly with a power cable. Others have a power brick. It really depends on the monitor, indeed. Yeah. But that's like gaming monitors. This isn't a gaming monitor, just to be clear, right? It's not designed as a game. Not to say you cannot play games on it. If you want to, you can. But it's not designed as a gaming monitor.
That's not the main purpose of this of this monitor.
We have monitors that are better for that purpose. We do.
We do.
Yes.
But we also have a blue filter, blue light filter on it, because watching a screen for a long time can actually make your eyes very tiring because of all the blue light that comes out. But it can also prevent you from falling asleep quicker than usual. So that's why we turn on. We have a function on the monitor itself that puts the blue light filter on it, and when you're outside, touching grass and breathing the air, sometimes there's sun, and that's a little bit rare here in the Netherlands right now during this weather, but you might get some reflections, some light reflections from the sun, and to make sure that you can still use it in those settings, we have a anti-glare screen. But this is indirect light. When I was showcasing the screen, you could see the reflections from the lights that we're using, but you have to understand that those lights are studio lights, so they get really, really bright. So that cannot be compared to the sun that would.
No, but still, I mean, if you can you turn it into the camera
course.
again, and then I mean, there you see, you know.
But
But
this
you
is
can
also
you can
not
clearly
turned on
see,
yet.
indeed, it's not reflective. It's not like a glossy finish. You can't see the details of the studio. So it's clearly a matte display indeed. And like you said, right, there are really bright lights here in the studio. We have to do that, otherwise, you know, the stream doesn't look good.
Because like also you can see when we went to the close cam without any filters, you can barely see me as well because of the lights.
Yeah.
And now I actually look decent.
Well, somewhat normal. Yeah.
So besides having all these functions installed in the software on the screen, we also have other software which is installed on the screen as well. And then these functions are to make sure that you're not constantly like working on your monitor. So with these checks, you can assess if your eyes are tired or not, if you should take a break or not, and these functions can actually be activated from the OSD, which can be found on the side of the on the monitor.
Let me get to the close up. There we go.
So here you have the volume buttons and also like the navigation. But I'll show you guys in a bit how that works.
Yeah, I thought that was the same as well, NRT anti-shrimp posture. But I'm not sure if it is exactly that. But I thought it might be because it says like set up your desk with posture correction.
Yeah.
So I guess that is that part indeed.
It is.
Yeah.
Because you can also, like I said, you can hook this up to a tripod, and then you can actually put at the height that is best for you ergonomically, and then you can use your monitor to actually check if it's at the right height or not.
But I like to slouch. Well, you still can. We're not stopping you. I mean, it's not like the monitor will stop functioning if you're slouching, right? That's not. I don't think it does that.
The maximum resolution. I'll get to that later, Philip from TikTok. I'll go through the specs a little bit later.
Yeah.
So. Please take it with a grain of salt, of course. These tests are not 100% accurate.
Yeah, this is to demonstrate.
These are to give you an indication that something might be wrong with your eyesight. So please do not take this too serious. But this is just like a small tool to give yourself like.
Yes, this is not medical advice.
No.
Or financial advice or anything
Definitely
else, any other kind of advice.
Hey, I have astigmatism as well, so I know your problems.
Don't be so stigmatizing.
So these are the tests that you can actually access through the OSD. And like I said, you can do it on the side of the monitor, but I'll show you that later.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Akra from LinkedIn. Hello.
Yep. Welcome.
Hi, Philip. Why don't you guys try using YouTube? We are actually live on YouTube as well.
Yeah. We're live on 8 different channels at the moment. So we're live on 2 separate channels of YouTube, 2 channels of X or Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and LinkedIn. I think that's pretty much them. Yeah. So actually, we are live on multiple platforms. Yes. And Philip, if you want to participate in the giveaway, you it's better if you would join either our Twitch channel or YouTube, because in those chats, the link to the giveaway is being shared every 5 minutes by our bot. So, tip for you. Anyway.
Hi, Gigaround. So. As I said before, we have all these connections that you can see here on the screen, just to make sure that it's compatible with almost every machine and any device.
Yeah.
And I showed you a little bit earlier that you can also fold it out. So I'll show you that in a bit later, how everything can be twisted, how you can turn it and everything, so that you can orient it the way you want. And these are a couple use cases that you can use it on. Like you can use it in the office if you want to have a second screen. And you can do it in landscape mode, but you can also use it in portrait mode. And as you can see here, you can already see some code. And that's one of the use cases that I was actually telling you about. And it's also nice to show it to your client. It's perfect if you just turn it around and they can see what you're seeing. So
yeah, it's annoying when you have to rotate the whole laptop, for example.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, you get cables snagged or something, and that's, or in the best case, if it's just a laptop, you still have to like rotate, like, here you go, with the whole machine. So yeah, if you just put a monitor there, they can just instantly see, like, all right, here you go. That's like really easy. So if you're especially if you're like in a consulting business or something, like it's just way easier to just show without having to rotate the whole thing. Like, okay, so this is what we're looking at.
Yeah. And also, monitors inside an office, most of the time they're not, sometimes they're hooked, they are actually connected, or well, I would say they're actually on a monitor arm, and then it's a little bit more difficult to turn it around because it's so big and the monitor arm might not support it. So that's why something as small as this monitor makes it a lot easier to show things to your customers or clients.
So Inferno 912 says, I was looking for something like that, just waiting for better models. Maybe there will be one for me. What do you mean with better? I mean, is it? I'm just wondering, because it could mean a lot of things. It could mean, like, I don't know, resolution, refresh rate, size. I mean, what would constitute better for you? I'm just curious. Let me know. Good for coding. Yes. Yeah.
Perfect
correct.
for coding, actually. And you can, when you're working together with a colleague, same principle. You can actually share it together, and because of the wide viewing angle from the IPS panel, it doesn't really matter where you sit, because you can still view everything on the monitor, except if you watch it from the back. But then again, you can't see anything from the back, so so that's
yeah, we're not quite there yet.
No,
it's transparent.
No. Yeah. And another use case, sometimes it's good that you can relax doing work. I'm not telling you to play games at work constantly, but sometimes it's good to enjoy yourself, and then you can use this monitor to actually connect it to, like, for example, a Switch or
like a break. If you're having a work break, you just want to do a bit of gaming in your break, that's possible.
Yeah, then you don't even have to bring like a TV
or hijack one
or another monitor, whatever, because the console most of the time they actually do give enough power delivery, and then you don't need an external power source to power this monitor. And yeah, another use case, but to be honest, I would get car sick.
Yeah, I'm not good with monitors in the car either.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't get car sick that fast while looking at a screen, but if somebody takes a sharp turn and I'm looking at a screen, yeah, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Sounds like it would be good paired with a NUC. I mean, we have our QB, which is...
It's similar.
Similar.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good pairing. It is. It really is.
Actually, we're going to display a couple of ways or a couple of devices that you can easily use it with. But yeah.
I need to look at the road. Wow, I mean, you're not going to use this while you're driving. It's supposed to, the use cases where you're sitting as a passenger and you want to work a little bit, or you want to check something and your screen is a little bit
Or you just want to
small.
Netflix and stuff.
Yeah,
it's possible.
Yeah, that also as well. And then you will not be dependent on those expensive cars that have screens attached to them and whatsoever. You can just bring this.
You don't have to go full exhibit. Like, yo, I heard you like screens. Yeah, Hussein Hani is also saying indeed flight trips would be better used. Yeah, that's actually
really
one of the perfect use cases as well.
Because last time I went on an airplane, I remember that those screens are actually really small.
Yeah. And some of them have like really bad resolutions, and it's like, I don't know.
If this is iOS compatible, well, it is iOS compatible if you use another external adapter that Apple most likely provides. But because lightning cable does not give us video signal, it's not possible to connect it directly with a lightning to USB-C cable. And yeah, another use case, public transportation.
Yep.
And as one of our viewers said,
oh, there you go.
flight
Yes.
trips would be better use.
Well, I
And
mean,
yeah.
if you have a private jet, then, you know, first world problems. Crap, my private jet doesn't have enough screens. I better get some more screens in my private jet. Right? Am I right?
Yep.
Who in the chat sympathizes with this? Come on, let's go. Show of hands, please. Who hasn't been in that situation that they're in their private jet and they think, oh man, if I just had like an extra screen.
The thing is, cost, Christopher, I do not have the money to purchase an iPhone 15 Pro Max. I only have a 13 Pro Max.
Wow.
I rather use my money to buy something else.
Yeah. Like food.
Yeah, but that's also getting expensive, so yeah.
All right.
But yeah, you can also connect it with a smartphone. We realized that older phones need an external power source to actually make it work properly. We actually tested it because an older smartphone just does not give enough power to the screen to actually use it. So I'll be showcasing a smartphone scenario in a bit as well, but I will be using an external power source because the smartphone is a little bit old.
Well, yeah, we're not sure. I mean, it depends on the smartphone, right? I'm not sure. Maybe we could, if we dive into the settings a bit, it wouldn't need an external power source, but then it would use the battery of the phone, perhaps. But maybe some phones don't like that because obviously it would use more battery. So just to keep things simple, indeed, we're using an external power source. Which, I mean, in many cases, you can, you know, if you have like either a power bank or like in airplanes, I think you have this USB connector as well. Maybe that would be enough that you can still power it. I'm not sure, but.
And yeah, it's an ideal second monitor. You can take it home with you, and if like I said, if you're always on the go, it's perfect. You always have a second monitor wherever you are, even if you're at like a customer of yours or you're at a client of yours. So that's perfect. And you can also real-time preview your streaming content, and that's why one of the main target groups of this product is also content creators, because if you're on social media nowadays, there are so many content creators, and having a preview would come in so handy.
And I know what you guys are thinking, like, hey, but the camera actually has a little preview on the back there, so you could just swivel that out and she could see herself. That's really tiny though. So the monitor isn't big enough that you could use it as multiple things, preview, or you could use it as like a text prompt, you know, put your text on there that's actually scrolling down, and you know, it's kind of like a cheat sheet or whatever. So there's a lot of use cases for this kind of thing, because it's just big enough for that, let's say, right?
Yeah.
It's yeah.
And then we also have a display kit. Well, you can use the MSI display kit. It's a software, and you have to install it, of course, before you can use it. But in the software, you can adjust a lot of things. One of them is color settings, but then you also can order your split view of your programs. And another use case would be other tools that you want to use. For example, how fast do you want a pointer speed to be when you connect the mouse, or when do you want the screen to go to sleep, for example. These things can all be controlled through our software. And also, sometimes you want to show videos, or you're editing videos and you want to hear what it sounds like. Well, this monitor actually does have a built-in speaker. Although it's, if I remember, it was 2 watts. It's decent for what it is. I've heard worse speakers before, so. I
mean, obviously, it's not going to be a boombox, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be like a high-end audiophile type of sound quality.
But it'll get the job done, right?
And we also went with a sustainable packaging solution because we also want to be a part of reducing the environmental situation right
Impact,
now.
footprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a global overview of how it can be used, what everything is. If you guys want to make a screenshot of it,
Just get
Go
that
ahead.
aux hookup to an old ghetto blaster. Perfect sound. Yeah.
it's
Definitely
also
possible.
I mean, that's why, like, for example, you can get a. It's only 30. It's only only what? What are the questions?
It's like getting only 30 FPS. Oh no.
Oh,
I think
okay,
they're
that's something
talking.
else.
They're
I thought it was
discussing
about the monitor.
system build with. Yeah. Anyway.
And oh wait, I thought I actually had the specs, but this this screen is in 1080p. So or
maybe you can.
1080p because.
Maybe you can pull up the specs because you can pull up the product page, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll switch away. You let me know when you. Actually, I'll do in the meantime. I'll make a draw one winner.
Yeah.
So while Lee is opening the product page and she will show the full specs to you in a minute. In the meantime, I will be drawing a winner for our giveaway. So if you haven't joined yet, you can still do so. I believe on Twitch and YouTube in the chat, our bot is putting the link every 5 minutes. And we'll be giving away multiple prizes, multiple Steam wallet codes. Today I will draw 2 winners right now because I mean we're already almost an hour into the live stream, and yeah, it's always nice to have a little bit of extra Steam credit. You can do a lot with it. Let's see, we have 2 winners. We have Equa, congratulations Equa, and we have Adroxon. Also, congratulations to you. We will get the Steam wallet codes out to you as soon as possible in the coming days.
Yep. So I have the specs ready.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. Here we go.
So as you can see, it's 1920 times 1080, so it's full HD. As I said, it's IPS, and the brightness is 250 nits, which is quite standard. Even in gaming monitors, the brightness would be around 300 to 350, and if they're HDR ready, it would be 400. Speakers are 1.5 watts speakers, and
Sorry.
it's really light. It's only 750 grams. The weight is almost nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Very portable. I mean, that's the whole point, right?
Yeah, it's very portable. And yeah, this supports up to 60 hertz.
Yep.
And it also has adaptive sync for those that actually do want to game on this screen.
Yeah, or I mean, these days it's kind of, I think a lot of mobile devices as well have some, like not adaptive sync, but adaptive refresh rate, right? So I know that some of the latest flagship models have that. For example, when you scroll a web page or something, it will up the refresh rate so that it looks crisp, so that you can actually, it doesn't look like a blur while you're scrolling stuff. And then when there's static content, it will lower the refresh rate again to save battery a bit, because then it doesn't really matter. So if in that kind of thing, the monitor can actually go along with that. So that's quite nice.
And I'm actually going to show how this works. So the first thing I'm going to connect to is actually the laptop, because I already have the laptop right here. So why not actually use it? It would be perfect.
Is there a touch option? Bombastic Sly is asking. Actually, no. This monitor does not support touch functionality.
That's why we have the MSRP price of $179, and that's actually the starting price. And those are for early adapters. The price that always comes when you when it comes out during release, those are always early adopters prices.
Yeah,
that's the risk that you have to take.
Well, it's not real risk. I mean, it's just, again, because it's not like a mainstream product, right? And there could be, if there was touch in there, indeed, it would have a different price tag, right? So it would be more expensive. That's kind of the thing.
Could you turn on the close? So as you can see here, your head is blocked. Okay, I have to put a little bit in the back.
Yeah.
So as you can see here, I'm only using one cable, just the USB-C, and I'm already having a signal.
Yeah, it's delivering both power and signal.
Yeah, because if you have another USB-C cable at home that is USB 3.
USB 3, well, yeah. Anyway, 5 gigabit per second or faster.
Yeah,
pretty
then
much.
you can actually like charge another machine because this has power delivery.
Yeah, it's like power pass through, right? It will charge the other device.
Yeah, and that's perfect. And well, this laptop also has an HDMI.
Can you open the? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, can you open the web page on that one?
Oh yeah, of course.
And then people can see actually.
Let's see.
By the way, you just saw that the monitor had some black bars at the sides. That's because that laptop actually has a not so standard resolution. So yeah.
Wait a minute.
How can we provide power from the plug? Well, with pretty much any power charging brick, let's say, for like phone or whatever, and just you can use one of the cables that are included or any Type-C cable that you might have. That would work.
Yeah, as you can see, you can show your.
Just like not just the specs, just like the main page, like the feature page, and just make it full screen maybe.
Wait.
I think it will look a bit nicer. Yeah, you have to. It's tricky when you have to do it without seeing what you're doing.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to put it to a duplicate.
Yep.
I'm not. Wait, does that? Okay, no, it doesn't work because I'm using this HDMI cable. Yeah. Okay. So right now, I made sure that you're seeing what I'm seeing. Oops, I'm not gonna print. I'm not gonna print this.
Okay, can you make it full screen? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
You can see what I'm seeing. I'm zooming in just to make sure that you guys can see what I'm seeing. So this is what it will look like. And as I said before, studio lights are bright, so you can't really see some things. Maybe if I put a little bit more in the back.
No, just maybe put it a little bit more vertical.
Like this.
Just put the stand a little bit more vertical.
Oh, you mean
no,
like
other
this?
side, more vertical. Not horizontal.
Oh.
Yes.
Like this. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That kind
yeah,
of
because the light is all the way at the top.
Yeah.
So, yes.
So let's say I'm gonna watch YouTube.
Oh God.
Okay, your YouTube history is off.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, I'm not gonna watch YouTube anymore. But
famous last
as
quote.
I said before, you can use this vertically as well. And some people might think, oh, it's too short. It cannot.
You actually, I would rotate it the other way. Otherwise,
yeah.
it's standing on the cable. Yeah, there you go.
Some people might think, oh no, this is a little bit too low, or I want it even higher. You can actually twist this thing as well, and you can use it lower as well. So if you're the type of person to read like this, so a little bit lower, and it's possible. But if you want a little bit higher, you can twist the thing and you can actually use it as high as you want.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. The green screen is messing up a little bit.
Yeah, well, it's not messing up, but indeed, it's like if you put it to the side a lot, then it will start reflecting more. Yeah, but then you need to, obviously, because it's connected to a Windows laptop, you might wonder why isn't it switching to vertical mode. You have to do that in Windows, obviously.
But yeah, this thing is fully adjustable. You can twist it all the way you want. Do you want it lower? Do you want it higher? It's all up to you. And personally, yeah, I think I like it a little bit lower, but that's me. So this is one of the machines that you can actually.
You like looking down at things.
Excuse me?
you like looking down at things.
You can.
Exactly.
But we can hook it up to another device. So right now I am using a laptop, but we have more than just laptops. We also have our QB. So this one also has USB. I'm just gonna call it USB-C.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean fast.
But
USB-C.
I've only connected the angled one, the angled USB-C, and see, it's working.
Wait, close up. Yeah, here we go.
As you can see, nothing else, just the USB-C cable.
Yeah. And we can't do anything on that PC at the moment because there's no mouse and keyboard connected. But yeah, so that's why we can't. But yeah, it's basically just it's the main screen of that PC now, right? There's nothing else. Yeah. Also, no other monitor or anything connected to the QB.
Nope. But there's another use case.
Do you have a link to the tripod? The tripod is actually, we don't sell the tripod.
No,
the tripod is something you can get separately. It's like, it's the same basically as a tripod you would use for like, I don't know, a phone or a camera or a GoPro or something. It's like a standard, I don't know what's it called, the 1/4 inch or something. Like a standard size screw hole. And so you can pretty much do any tripod you want.
And we can also use a smartphone, but for that, I need your assistance.
Yeah, no problem. Let me provide some assistance.
As I said before, because this is a older smartphone, or we do not have the optimal settings.
No, it's not. Well, I mean, where am I? Oh, here we go. Let's let me get it all the way over here. So what I have is I have a Samsung S21 Ultra, which indeed it's an older model, but it's still pretty good. And Samsung has some specific functionality, meaning Samsung DeX. But actually, yeah, this. Oh, you've already connected. Okay. Yeah. Has DeX, which if you have it on, it will automatically fire up, let's say. But here, basically, you can see it's just mirroring what I have on my phone. And if I do this, then my USB-C connector is actually a little bit janky. So I'm probably going to have to do this again. It should fill up the screen.
We were in separate places, but
yes.
we can just walk to each other.
Can you hold it up a bit more?
What do you mean?
Like a bit more vertical. Yeah, there you go. So actually on the stream, you like,
okay. I'll do it like this.
But as you can see here, that's the.
You know what? I'll put the.
That's the product page. So you can see it's just basically mirroring my screen. So that's even easier if you have a presentation or stuff you want to show on your phone.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, well, my idea was that we can actually show both on the same screen. There we go. Yeah, my USB connection on my phone, I don't know, maybe it's got some dirt or dust in it. I have to clean it. With charging it sometimes also just doesn't want to connect. Is it going to do it again? Hello? And so besides mirroring the screen, it's also just charging the phone meanwhile, because it, again, like it's power pass-through. Let me try it again. Now it's going to connect. Is that a picture of me? No, actually, it's not. It could have been. Could have been. Here we go. Now it's connected again. So, and as you can see, it's the input latency. It's cabled connection, so you would expect it's quite low. But so it's really easy to show things off. And also, if you have, let me see. Did I have it open? No. Give me a second. Oh, now, so now it's disconnected again. But let me fire up DeX as well. And I mean, this is a Samsung feature, but still, I mean, it's quite nice. I thought when I connected it. And let me connect it again. See if it'll work. It needs a second to grab the signal if it does work. Come on. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. Or maybe not. Connected to an external display. Come on. Disconnected. Yeah, so this is really, it's not an issue with the monitor, it's really an issue with my phone. Let me see one more time if it's gonna work.
Oh yeah, it's worked.
It did, and then it said disconnected again. Now it's connected, here we go. So if I start DeX, there you go. So that's also quite nice, and then you can even you can use your phone as a mouse pad. Let's say you can actually see the mouse, the cursor moving. Again, like that's specific to Samsung, this thing, but then it's more like a Windows experience, so that's quite nice. as you can see there. Basically, you turn your phone into a workstation.
Quick check.
Anyway, yeah.
TikTok should still be live. Philip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's go back to main. Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, especially Android phones should just work.
Yeah. And so guys, let's imagine this is the claw. This is the claw. You can actually also connect it to a handheld.
Yeah, let's just pretend this is the claw for now. Unfortunately, we've seen people asking about the claw. We don't have more information about it yet, or at least we're not at liberty to share. Also, we unfortunately didn't have couldn't get our hands or claws on a sample yet. So once we get one, we're definitely going to do a live stream about it.
Yeah.
But we are still trying to get one.
Yeah. But I am one of the few that actually has a Steam Deck.
Yeah. So just pretend this is a claw. It's the same principle.
I'm one of the few that has a claw. So
yeah. Exactly.
So I'm going to play a game on the handheld. I'm just going to call it a handheld.
Yeah.
And the handheld can already, they can actually deliver power to a screen. So if you can go
it's
to
a claw deck.
Close,
Nice.
It's a claw deck. Yeah, let's call it a claw deck for now. Yeah. But as you can see, I'm only using one angled USB-C. I'm going to turn it on. Oh, and then it has to,
It has to be muted.
So now I have to, I do not know my password.
Wait, you can't see it on your monitor now?
No. Because you're using that as a screen.
Oh, so okay, it's not duplicating, it's actually, okay, fair enough.
Oh wait, what is it again?
Oh God.
Wait. So sorry guys, I was playing Final Fantasy VIII on my screen. It's actually getting power through the handheld.
Wait, do we need to look at the close-up?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, well, it's kind of messing up the colors, but yeah.
Yeah, because there's also like green in the screen. But if I turn on the volume, you can actually hear the sound of the screen.
Okay.
This is the sound of the screen, and it's not.
How is it getting powered now? So Umut is actually getting powered by the in this case the Steam Deck or the Claw Deck or whatever you want to call it, but the handheld gaming device is providing the power.
Yes, and it's because the device actually supports the speeds. That's why it's possible.
Yeah. Let me give me a moment. I will disable the green screen thing for a second so you guys can get a better view of how do I do this? Oh, here we go. Yes. Yeah. So
See,
I'm sorry to break the illusion, guys.
The illusion is gone.
Sorry to break the illusion, but yeah.
But yeah, so as you can see, I'm moving, and it's getting powered.
Whoosh.
But yeah, this is one of the use cases.
Oh, okay.
Does this work with Apple laptops? No, unless you have a
adapter.
An adapter or a splitter that actually supports the HDMI. Then you can add, then it works. But right out of the box, no, it does not work. Because as I said before, Apple has their own OS and they have difficulty connecting screens to it actually.
Well, they don't have a difficulty, but they've decided that it's not a priority, and that's the thing. Like they will have some, other monitors that like maybe you can. I'm not even sure. I'm not an Apple user, but I would assume that they have, for example, made their iPads compatible with their MacBooks or something, right? Something like that, which you could probably even do wirelessly. So that in their ecosystem everything works, but like other products, not that much of a priority for them.
No,
but like again, you could get it to work, but what you need then is just an extra dongle, and then it still work. So Yeah, you could get it to work. You just needed an extra dongle. But I honestly, most times I've seen people walking around with Apple products. Most of them, if they have to present something or whatever. Also, if you're using beamers, or in the past, people were doing that. I'm not sure if that's still a thing. Or like connecting to an external display. Usually, they will need some kind of adapter to HDMI or whatever, and then it's the same thing here.
Yeah, so that they convert the signals.
Yeah.
FF10,
How much
no,
is
that
the
was
screen,
FF8.
Skeets? You probably missed it, but Lee, you said 179 in at least
MSRP
here
is
in Europe.
179 at least in Europe.
Yeah,
But
so not sure what that
be-
comes down to in dollars or
me neither.
other
But
currencies.
If you wanna, it'll be coming out this month, around like early February, and you can check our website to see which of your retailers are selling it.
Yeah. So if you are interested in it, just check your local retailers or e-tailers for availability and pricing.
Before we end the stream, are there any more questions? Because we want to be as clear as possible of how this product works.
Let's give everybody a bit of time. So we're going to do also another giveaway in the meantime. So please ask your questions in the chat, and then we will answer any good questions that we see later on after the giveaway. So we're going to do another giveaway. We'll draw 2 winners. So yeah, if you want, you can still participate. Go to msi.com/2/insider or follow the link that's being posted every 5 minutes in the chat on YouTube and on Twitch. And it's a Gleam link. If you are a regular viewer, you can also enter your loyalty bonus points, I think. Yeah. So you build those up every live stream. Even if this is your second live stream joining, you already get extra points you can add in. And it basically just enhances your chances of winning. It's like tickets you're entering in, let's say. So
it's rewarding your loyalty.
Yeah, exactly, and it's a random draw. So we don't pick the winners by hand. It's a script, and it will just pick the winners by randomly, let's say. So we're going to draw the last 2 winners for today, and drum roll. Right, okay. So we've got 2, and what do you know? Both win by claiming their loyalty bonus. So there you go. It works. So their nicknames are Mad Cow Disease. Well, that's a nice name. I hope you don't have it, but yeah. Mad Cow Disease, congratulations. And the other one is called I think that's an L, ML Paladin 888. Congratulations ML Paladin. So we're going to make sure that you get the Steam wallet codes sent your way as soon as possible, and we hope you enjoy them. Okay, let's see. Did we get any good questions? Let me see. Is there a list for tech reviews? Not sure, and even if there was, I'm not sure we can disclose that publicly. But you will obviously see when the reviews come online, if there are any reviews.
Hall effect sticks on the claw. As far as I know, we do use Hall effect sticks.
But yeah,
I'm not sure. I have to ask the specifics later.
Don't hold us to that, because again, like, we're gonna have to. There's still a lot of information that we also need to internally clear up about the claw, and we need to get a sample. And once we do have all of that, we'll do a dedicated live stream just about the claw, obviously, for you guys, and kind of a little bit for us as well, right? I mean,
yeah, because we're also really excited about it.
That means we get to play around with it, right? So we're looking forward to that as well.
That means I can play games while I'm working.
For me, it's more like I can work while I'm playing games.
Yeah,
so the other way around. That screen will be so useful as long as the price doesn't exceed the standard monitor. It doesn't really. There are other monitors, obviously, especially if you're looking at smaller size and not too high refresh rate. But it's a different class of monitor. There's this thing is made to be portable, and it has specific connectors and functionalities that other monitors don't have. So yeah, it's just a completely different class of product. And if it's worth the asking price, that's up to you, obviously. Yeah. But like Lee said, it's around. Well, it should be about at least under 200 euros, pretty much, and that's I think much cheaper than most like full-size desktop monitors. No, sorry, GigaRAM, not you this week. But hey, we look forward to you trying again next week.
Maybe you have an answer for Chronic Mayhem from
No,
Twitch?
I don't. Any news on the new
okay.
PC Xbox controller? I know that it's indeed they showed it, and there was, but like the things that we show at those trade shows, like CES, you have to understand that some of them are quite close, can be quite close to release, and others are like still in their development phase. And so they will still need some time to mature, and they put those out there to kind of get some input that they can still then use in the development process. So the product might actually still change depending on the input or the feedback that they received during the trade show. So other than the things that we've seen there, indeed, and it looks like a really nice high-end controller, I can't tell you anything else because again, like that product, as far as I know, is still in the development process. So it will still take a little while for it to actually be finalized, and then once it is and it's announced and potentially released, then we will be able to show you firsthand with a sample how it works and everything about it. Can we see more of you? That was you were very good at live. Well, thank you. Very nice. I mean, I'm not sure if you have joined before. I'm guessing not. We are actually live streaming every Wednesday, so this is a weekly Wednesday live stream. So every Wednesday around the same time we are live, and we try to cover new products, interesting concepts, new games as well. So a lot of things. So you're always more than welcome to join. I mean, we've got a lot of regular viewers here. We would really love if you would become one of them as well. Yep. So happy to have you on our live stream. Yep. Thank you. It refreshes the pixels other screen can't reach. I'm not sure what that's about.
Not bad for a display to use with the 8600G system. Yeah, but that's true, because when I was using this monitor, I was actually using it together with I have a mini PC at home as well, and sometimes I bring it to friends and family to actually hang out and watch a movie or play a game, such as like Overcooked or Moving Out. So it's perfect, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Mad Cow Disease actually responded saying, wait, what? I won? Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
congratulations. You were dealing with the gas company. Oof. Well, actually, then in that case, I kind of hope that winning something made up for having to deal with the gas company. Yeah. So hopefully makes you feel a little bit better. Anyway.
Can you show what is next week, what we're going to talk about next week?
Yeah, we can, yeah. I mean, it's a bit cryptic, but we've had Gen 5 SSDs for a while, but also there we had to internally try to chase down some samples. So we actually got one. So next week we're going to be talking about and having a closer look at our Spatium Gen 5 SSD. In specifically, I think we have an M570 Frozr or Pro Frozr heatsink model. So it's quite interesting. Anyway, more information about that if you want to know more about that and about our SSD lineup that we have so far, and maybe even a little bit what's coming. Yeah, we hope you'll join next week and find out all about it.
My apologies for the bad fake title.
No, it's all right. I mean, again, like I didn't provide a final title yet, but you will see next week when it starts.
Theo Mayo, I like to watch all the products MSI on the streams better than just reading. I'm the same. I'd rather.
That's why we do these live streams. Like we have things you can read about it. You got the product pages, you got press announcements, you got reviews and stuff like that. But some people, including me, I prefer just watching a video or something, or like a live stream that somebody just goes over the key points, and I don't know.
And actually, like seeing the actual product also makes like a big difference for me. Because, I mean, products remain products. Like on a website, like you don't really see the physical aspect of it, and then when you actually see it, like in a stream, you're like, oh wait, so it works like this, or it looks like this, and then you're less surprised when you want to purchase it.
Well, that and you actually, we actually also sometimes use bananas for scale, or Coke cans for scale. So.
Yeah.
Is it water resistant? Okay, well, I mean, I'll let you test that out. You can do that with Coke.
Okay, here we go, guys. No, just kidding.
No, just to be clear, as far as we know, it's not water resistant. So don't put water over it.
Yeah, we should have asked Eric to.
I know. Yeah, it's the Eric. Yeah, it's the Eric test. but you know, he couldn't make it on the live stream. We'll see. Maybe he'll be able to do it in a coming live stream.
Yeah.
We might. Okay, maybe you guys can let us know if you like this, but maybe we should do a live stream where we just test all our products, or as many products as we can, to see if they can, you know, withstand Eric and spilling stuff or not. And then
we're gonna Eric-proof everything.
Yeah, well, no, we're not gonna Eric-proof everything, but at least we're gonna test it. And probably a lot of products will die, so I'm not sure if that's something you know we should do or not. Seems like a shame, but anyway, who knows?
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining today. We hope you enjoyed the live stream. And let us know, as always, in the comments if you have any questions about the products or if there's anything you'd like to know more about.
Because we can always ask headquarters if they have the answers.
And get back to you.
So.
Exactly. And if not, then see you guys next week.
See you guys next week.
Bye. Take care.